What's good? It's your boy K Dot, first Black Super Saiyan to revive on this planet. What's good with you, Squeezy?
What up? What up? It's been a minute.
Let's go ahead and get it started. You guys, we attempted to try this last week. Had some issues, but now we are here. What's good with you, Squeezy? What's good? It's been a while.
Working hard. Working hard.
Same here, just working.
Yeah, for the most part, just working.
Got the trivia done, so that'll be the last thing we hit. 15 questions in total for you. They're not too hard, kind of balanced. I think you'll get it for the most part.
Okay.
So first things first, let's just go over Microwars real quick. Try to update the audience, let some people know what you got going on for Microwars.
It's time for an update. So it's time. So let me get situated in this chair. All right. I'm back with you now. It's clear? We good?
Yep.
All right. So Microwars is a small comic book series that I've been working on for a while now. It's about teenagers who have the ability to create their own powers using microchips. And I'm in 6 books now. I'm currently working on 3 more this year. And I'm just trying to build the audience right now. My audience is a little over 3,000.
Yeah.
So I just released the new covers and the new content last week, so you guys can jump on it. Individually, the books are $3. If you're in the city, $3.15 as a bundle. But if you're online and you're trying to order it, it's $5, and the bundle will be $25. You have to ship it to you because shipping is expensive. But that'll cover is free shipping, and I can ship it anywhere in the world.
And that's just for paperback, right? Are you going to try and get them in different sizes?
Yes. Paperback, For right now, it's the only size that I'm planning on going with at the moment. Um, if you want to read it online, you can also go on Webtoons, join that. It's free. You can read it before you buy it. That's what most people do. They read it online for free and then they just buy the physicals because they want to love and support the content that I'm making.
And you also did say that you took most of the story, the chunk of the previous books, and kind of spread them out into these
Yeah,
new
so I found a format that works for me and I can stay consistent with. So I cut them, the additional stories originally was three, and I cut them down into smaller bits to focus on the scene and build up of characters. So you
yeah.
get to see step by step, like, hey, this is what this person is going through, and just involved, and also a little additional information that's in the game. I mean, not in the game, but in the book.
So any I know you did want to try and get like a little mini series set up. Was that put to, you know, you don't got to give us no full update on it.
For the live series or animation. So
The animation that you wanted to do. You don't got to give us too much, just you
oh,
know,
it's
just a
okay.
little
It's
bit.
okay. So this, I'm glad we're having the interview now. So what I did now, I'm an official studio now.
Right.
So
Oh, for sure.
so I had went through the process of doing that. I am currently known as MWS Studios. So you will be seeing that on the book. So everything I do going forward will be under the name. Um, I'm going to hire and contact different, uh, I guess, artists
Right.
so I can get this going. So the first step, I haven't decided do I want to do animation yet or live action because I have the scripts for both. I haven't decided which one I want to go with, and I'm not sure what my fans want either. Um, if I do animation, it'll be a 7 minute short if I go the animation route, and then if I go live action, it'll be 15-minute episodes.
Personally, me, I feel like you should do animation.
Okay.
Personally, me, that's just personally because you know with it's not that you can do live action, but that live action that can get it. I mean, that can get expensive. You got to rely, make sure the actors do show up and do what they
Hmm.
need to do.
Hmm.
Animation for the most part, you know, most of these like manga and stuff, and most of these people working on these animations,
Hmm.
it'll be small teams of people. When it comes to live action, it's way more people that's part of that whole process.
Yeah,
You know,
because I
getting
did make the
background
mask. I did.
background actors, all that and stuff.
Uh-huh. Because I did make the mask.
What's
That
up,
looks
Andre?
great. I don't know if you all saw the mask or not. It's on my Instagram, I believe.
Let me
It's
show
officially,
right
yeah, there it is. So it's officially been made. It looks great. Um, you can look at the different versions of it and everything like that. Um,
here. I like it.
so if I want to go the live action route, I can.
Yeah.
Um, Animation, I definitely want to get into animated shorts, so no longer than 7 minutes. 10 minutes max, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the thing with anime. It's like you know that show Raising Dion on
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah,
It started out as a short on YouTube, and then Netflix was like, "Yo, let's pick this." And it had some books and stuff, but Netflix they saw that and they saw the books and it's like, "Yo, let's pick this up and do something a little bit more with it." You know,
okay.
you that little YouTube short that was made prior to Netflix was almost like a pitch in a sense,
Mm,
and they're like, "Oh shoot, let's run with this and turn it into a full thing."
okay,
It's
okay.
like it's like those it's like when you get those pilot episodes
Yes,
that air, but they're not really official. They're kind of just like, let's see what the audience thinks,
yes.
and then they kind of redo it, do another official pilot, and then they do the actual series.
Okay, okay. So I'm definitely leaning towards both of those. I got scripts done. I can go either way with the scripts that's been written, and I have more than enough content to pull this off. Um, so I have to sit down and think about what direction I want to go and just go all in on it. But the overall goal is short animation is something that I want to do.
Hopefully, Netflix. You know, this is the hope. Hopefully, Netflix does pick up something like this because Netflix is at a point where they want just, they're allowing creators,
Mm-hmm.
like creators that you wouldn't expect. They're not just picking out any big time people. They're allowing small creators and big time creators to come on their platform and just produce content for them. So hopefully, someone like Netflix sees this, they catch it. They want like, yo, let's make this into a full on TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Amazon Prime. Maybe Amazon Prime.
At the moment, I'm open, like to what Tubi. I'm open to all the free, anything that's free. I'm open to at the moment, like YouTube and everything like that, just to get the word out. Um,
Also
and then
follow Microwars on Facebook, everybody.
please do, please do. I'm actually putting in a new system, so to all my loyal followers, if I'm putting up coupons. So if you've been around for a while, if you join the Facebook, you'll get discounts on the books every time I release one. So definitely join the Facebook group to build the page up. And the page also gets the first peek of everything anyway. So definitely
Yeah.
join, build the audience, and be a part of it.
At the moment, as far as the artist goes, I mean, so you don't have an artist right now. You're still looking for your
No, I'm
artist.
looking for a new one. I have two in the audition right now. Two, to continue off where I left off. I noticed now that I have a solid creative team, I can always change out the artist to keep it going. But I'm doing it now early, so I won't confuse my readers later. So they have a consistent flow going. The same story is being told. The artwork is pretty much the same going forward. So that's the plan.
Right, because animation, well, art style is very telling of when periods can change for character. It's like when the remember when Batman, the new animated series, changed whole animation style,
Yeah,
and it turned a lot of people off. It's not saying that nobody watched it,
right.
but I kind of had some trouble finishing parts of that because Joker looked different,
Hmm.
uh, Catwoman looked different. She had that weird pale skin and stuff.
Hmm.
It was the same thing, but not a new adjustment. I really wanted because I preferred the older style. But doing
Yeah.
it early, doing it ahead of time, like doing it ahead of time, doing it early before you get
Hmm.
in too deep, people might think, "Oh, is this like a reboot or something?"
Yeah.
It
So
won't
that's
be too
why
short.
I did the that's why I reformatted everything
Yeah,
because my original books, I found out because I didn't have barcodes on the original books, they're technically not official.
yeah,
So now that I learned that and I changed my format, these books that's coming out now are the official books of the Microwars series. And it's set up to be a mini series, so an ongoing mini series. So they're
right.
short stories, 20 pages long, and you can go after the next one going forward.
Real quick, any tips you would want to give for any up and coming artists, just in general, that is getting into this field?
Artists and most
Particular,
of.
well, particularly comic artists or even manga artists. Like you have young up and coming manga artists here in America
So,
that.
so I say both. This is for both artists in general. I say writers as well because they are artists. Um, if you're gonna tell a story, do short stories. Short stories are they're harder because you have to tell a concise story and keep your audience engaged the entire time
Yeah,
from beginning, middle, and end. I say start there before you just go
trying to do long form
long
storytelling.
forms because you don't want to stress yourself out. You don't want to do
Right.
that. You don't want to get burnt out. You don't want to just do a one and done either if you see yourself doing something more. So I say short stories is probably the best way to go. And then you can tie that into other stuff like doing background stories, one shots, novels, or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I remember. The guy Hajime Isayama, the dude who did Attack on Titan,
Hmm.
he did a one shot
Hmm.
years prior to when Attack on Titan actually got picked up. It was 2013, and I think did his one shot like 2009, 2008,
Hmm.
and mind you, had been out for a while. And look how long it took for him to finally get that pitched as a TV show
Hmm.
to get fully fleshed out as this as a show, and now look where it's at.
True. True.
So yeah, it's honestly, I do agree with the short story thing because it's like if you can tell a engaging story with,
Mm-hmm.
and mind you, it's with each of those boxes, you have to do the art you need. You have to literally plan it out before you do so. You can't just like go in there and draw it. Plan
Exactly.
it out. You only have a limited window, and you have to tell the story from beginning to end in
Right.
just a short time. And it also gives some props. It also shows people, wow, he can tell this amazing little story in just the simple story in this short time frame, but it still gives you just enough, not too much, just enough, and it's like, okay, I want to see more from this moving forward.
Exactly. Or you could also, it's another technique you can use with short stories. They call it the cliffhanger technique.
Yeah,
If you could end your story to where it's exciting and engaging and you can wrap it up in one cliffhanger, a good one, not something lame either,
right.
something good to where they want to pick up the next one, then that's something I would do.
Yeah, them cliffhangers is why them animes begin this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't wait to the
Cliffhanger.
next
They do,
episode. So
they do that every single episode. You get right into the. It don't even gotta be a fight. It can be a just a random just a random ass reveal. You just find out in this in the at the end of this episode, uh,
mhm.
his cousin was sleeping with his baby mama, and it's like, bruh. Then they
Right.
just end it there.
What's up, big bro? What's up, man?
What up,
Been a
chill?
minute.
Attack on Titan seemed like a long term story. Yeah, at
It
the
is
beginning,
long.
yeah, at the beginning when he did his one shot, it was literally just a one shot. But once he started doing more, and then the show finally got picked up, then he's found more reason to flesh out this story and make it something even longer.
Yeah.
But also, and so some of the people may not know, but what was the main reason you did create your main character, Rashida?
So my main character, technically there's two, but Rashida was first. I wanted to put um I just noticed this issue. I just noticed that there wasn't a lot of black female superheroes out there, or
Yeah,
black women in general, that's portrayed in that light. And it was like, how can I
especially in Marvel and DC.
exactly? So how many black female superheroes, or just women, period, not even black, just women superheroes do you know that's one, the main star, two, that can hold their own, whether they're strong or not,
Right.
and three, just overall good character. I don't know that many. I don't.
I don't need like they're out there, but it's like with DC. You only there's a bunch of DC women, but like if you literally look at the ones that people like can name off, that's like
Mm-hmm.
the powerhouses.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Wonder Woman. You can say Supergirl, Power
Exactly.
Girl,
At best, I can point out 10.
maybe Vixen.
Vixen has a great story, but
Yeah, she do.
she's shoved to the
She
side.
yeah, they just shove her to the side and don't really put no emphasis on her. That's why hopefully, when James Gunn get this DCU, whatever he got popping off,
Yeah,
Vixen does become a Justice League member.
yeah, she's definitely shoved to the side. Both Marvel and DC do that to their female characters, and I want to show that women can have that opportunity and stand out too in that area. You don't have to shove them to the side to make them, I guess, an item or a trophy. I guess that's
Right.
what they're doing, and it's like we need the character, we need the story. Let's make them fall in love. Anime can do it. If they can do it, why can't we? Like anime has plenty of female characters that's done just right, and we
I
have
think yeah, I think as of recent, I started seeing more female characters get more spotlight than
yeah.
dudes in animes as of recent. All the
Because I
ones that
think
I've been watching.
because I think there should be a healthy balance. Don't shove one out of the way to make yourself look good. I think it just
Right.
should be both. Because right now I'm working on my second main character. Um, I decided to put in Sneakers McGee as a main character in Microwars. Because I thought about making him his own series, but I figure if I put two characters together working towards the same goal but have different aspects, that'll work for me. And I can
Got it.
cover two birds with one stone.
And as far as and I know I probably asked you this before, but want to make it clear again.
Right.
When it comes to representation, like representing specific groups of people, we see in especially Hollywood, use Hollywood a prime example, right?
Okay.
They don't create a lot of original characters or original stuff. They're either going to take somebody else's IP
Yes.
or take an IP that's established and do a remake of it.
Yes.
And they may interchange some people, like let's say we get a He-Man remake. They might make He-Man Asian or make
Mm-hmm.
He-Man black, just to finally give someone a this representation. But there are some cases where okay, it could be effective if He-Man is going to stay this way for probably forever, or is this just going to be one and done and He-Man in his next reboot is going to be a Caucasian male again. So
Mm.
just what do you think is the best way to represent people in media?
Well, personally, I'll just say this. If you have an existing character already, don't change the existing character. Now, if you're looking to represent all peoples, just make characters that represents, I guess, the ideal, ideology of the person, and give them personality. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking for. So, if you're gonna give me a black character, give me that character. Give me the personality, the ideology, the nuances, everything that comes with it. Don't just cookie cutter something because you think it'll be great. Like prime example, there was a Superman, so they did a black version of Superman.
Yeah, Balzad and
Yeah,
Calvin Ellis. There's two of them.
I don't like that because from my understanding, for like 70 plus years, and from the time I've been reading, which is what 15, 20 years of Superman comics, he's been white, and
Right.
then all of a sudden you want to change him. That doesn't that doesn't fit well with me personally. So I think they should just keep it simple. If you're gonna make original characters, give us that character, and don't change anything because it's a quick money or cash grab.
Yeah, and I do agree with it because I think the better representation is
Hmm.
not even just folk but the skin color, but like as you said, making a character that
Hmm.
can almost relate to everybody. Like he doesn't have to relate just for the sake of relating, but it's just a character that's so well rounded that people you wouldn't expect would like Goku, right?
Right.
Goku, while he doesn't have too much, he doesn't have too much up here going on, but his qualities, the way he acts, his
Mm.
personality, it's enough to just attract anybody. It's almost infectious, right?
Mm.
And I don't look like Goku. I'm not built like Goku, but I love his character. Shoot, uh, Vegeta to an extent. I
Yeah.
don't relate to Vegeta. I was no evil dude going around blowing up planets and stuff, and then
Exactly.
like, but I like seeing his I think another thing people like a not a under
The
people like to
underdog.
see
People love an underdog.
what you're not well because I want to like a redemption story. Because I
Yeah.
think Vegeta has went on that little arc of redemption over the years, and people liked seeing that, like seeing someone who for a while was doing so much bad, but finally seeing growth and them actually going somewhere with their lives and doing something better, right?
Hmm.
Because some people will look at that and be all like, "Man, I'm kind of doing bad and messing up in life right now, and if he can do it, I can do it."
Exactly. So they try to put, like you said, Superman. I can't relate to Superman. I
Right?
can't, but I love him because he's different. What I like about him, even though he's an alien, he's literally an alien, and he was raised on Earth.
Yeah.
He got to see both worlds, his alien side to a certain extent. Do his ship and everything. He got fed information, but he was raised on Earth, and he's more human than humans are.
Yes.
Some people don't like that, but I love that about him. He showed us what the true potential of what a human being can be, and that's what makes Superman so great, in my personal opinion.
I agree with that.
If people create characters and focus on those qualities of the character and make them stand out, I think we have a lot more content, a lot more exposures to more characters without feeling cookie cutter. Like, oh, it's the same thing over and over. Or we're just gonna give us like the whole Batwoman's fiasco. It was like, oh, we have this Batman, this Batwoman, Batgirl. They're like rehashes of the
Yeah.
same character.
It is, yeah, it's really nothing different.
And I'm like, just give us new characters, regardless of skin color. Just give us new characters.
Right, because you do keep it, it's all, and it's that matter of adding in new characters or something existing that you also got to be careful of. You don't want to add in some character and it's like a random, they just start coming in messing up stuff. Like, for example, say Ray from Star Wars.
Right.
And some of those new characters that came into Star Wars, came at the cost of our legacy characters getting ruined so they can get a place. But it's not to say that's always the case with every single new character gets introduced.
Yeah, you don't have to show them out. Like if we're gonna introduce a new character, give us that build up. It's like
Right.
people are so quick to shoving something new, but haven't like built up the stage for them yet. And that's what makes it distasteful for us because we have our legacy characters and they've been on this journey. End them off right, end them off in a way that's tasteful, even if it's bad, but give us a tasteful ending for those characters and then usher in the new generation per se. Like right now, I'm currently watching Young Justice. I'm on season 4, so I had to rewatch the series. And what I noticed is they brought in a new generation, which was cool for the first 2 seasons. And then after that, it started changing. I'm like,
Yeah.
how
I ain't
come
gonna
we
lie.
can't focus on the same group? Like, why you got so many characters?
Yeah, I think what particularly for me, like when I'm glad you brought it up. I did, so I did take time to sit back and watch Young Justice season 3. But I'm not gonna lie to you, like I did like the roster expanding, especially in
Yeah,
season 2,
I
right?
did.
But
I
it's
did.
still focused on the main characters that we saw, Robin,
Hmm.
Miss Martian, Superboy, and all of them. Season 3, when they introduced, it was that dude with the red hair and the Middle Eastern girl, but she's not really Middle Eastern. She's
Yeah,
Halo.
because right now,
And it's not their identities. I don't know. It's just like they was not interesting compared to the characters we got. Even that alien, that
Forger, Forger,
Forager,
yeah,
like
he
he
had
wasn't even
nothing to
that
offer to the team.
nothing.
Like my issue is that I had no issues with the new characters
Yeah,
at all. But you introduced us to the main squad. I wish the show was focused on the main squad, like for at least the first 3 seasons.
agreed.
Oh, and then issue the newer characters because we still have the issues with Kid Flash, Robin. I mean, yeah, Dick, uh, Artemis, Megan, and Superboy. That's the squad. If they focused on that for 3 seasons and had us grow with them more instead of doing time jumps and then introducing new characters, it's like I feel kind of lackluster. By far, the third season for me is the worst out of the 4 seasons.
Right, and 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 once they introduced, like, there wasn't that many new characters they introduced that really like helped progress the story for it. But when they
Mm-mm.
introduced characters like Bart and Blue Beetle, I thought they was the best additions out of
Yeah,
most characters we've seen.
Blue
Blue Beetle and
Beetle
Bart.
was great. I love Blue Beetle. Bart, it was another great addition. I love Static, but he doesn't get a whole lot of the appearances. I feel like they put him in there for shock value, and then they're like, I don't know what to do with him now. From what I'm seeing, it's
Oh,
like they don't know.
they did Static dirty. They didn't. They just didn't. They don't give him nothing to do. He's just there.
He's just there, and I'm like, why would you introduce this character and then try to make him part of the team if you're not gonna do anything with him? You wasted the character. He's one of my favorite black superheroes, and you just
Right.
like, it's nice to see him on screen, but he's not doing anything.
I think they were trying to bank on that Static, the just audience from the Static Shock show. Like,
Mm,
yo, let's introduce Static. It's gonna get it more viewers, but we're not really gonna do nothing with him. But
right,
they did even in season 3. They didn't do nothing with him. You barely even see Static interact with Black Lightning, and they
right,
both
and
share the
that
same
was
powers.
another thing I was bringing up. Like he asked to be a part of his mentor, so I'm like, are they gonna show him mentoring with Black Lightning? Like That's not even shown at all. Everybody else got mentors, and they're not even showing up with the kids, like with the main squad. Like no one's being interacting with their mentors. And I was hoping
Right.
that's something that they would do that would have made the show a whole lot better for me. Because I'm currently in season 4 now. Um, and out of all the seasons that I'm watched so far, 3 is the worst. They're just doing too much random stuff too. I think they just ran out of ideas, and they're
Yeah,
just
I think when because season 2, the way it ended, like the way season it didn't end bad, but the way season 2 ended, it's like, dang, where can you really go from here? And season 3 was kind of like, I mean, let's just do something. But what they did was fine, but it just seemed like let's just do something. Because season 2, while it did end abrupt, I think them waiting too long to come back with something also hurt the show.
well,
Because season 2 didn't release that far from season 1.
they did cancel it,
Yeah.
and then they brought it back, and I found out the reason why they canceled, which is stupid. They didn't reach the target audience that they want, even though they got both target audience. They said the show was made tailored towards the male audience, but they
Right.
got more women more females watching the show, so they canceled it, which I thought was stupid.
Yeah, and
Um,
that's the thing, because and if they wanted to expand the target audience, then they could
that
have.
they had it, they got it. They got
Yeah.
it. So I thought
I
that
mean,
was
yeah, they
strange.
had their target. I mean, they released on Cartoon Network.
Yep.
Honestly, I think if they wanted to, like, put it on Adult Swim too, have it air both, both on there, and
Yeah.
throw some of the reruns on Adult Swim. You got some people up late night that watches it. Throw an
Hmm.
episode in there. Boom, guys, like, hey,
Oh,
dang,
what's
I
up,
want to say it
Antonio?
for what's up, Antonio? I want to say it for the new episode of Young Justice coming out. But
Yeah.
they really
So
only had it in one place you can watch, which was Cartoon Network. Mind you, Young Justice came out when the Cartoon Network was still at its height of good quality.
yeah,
So, yeah, it's as far as the female audience, I mean,
I think that was a stupid reason because
yeah.
they built their audience strong, and they brought in a new one to pick it up. So why they canceled it, I have no idea. Then they brought it back, and it was still great from what I've seen. It's just season 3 was the worst of the worst. Like seasons 1 and 2 were the best seasons all around,
And it
and the way it ended on season 2 was even great. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but the way they defeated the light was amazing to me by infiltrating them. So I thought that was pretty cool.
and if that's the case, since you and season 3 does make a whole lot of sense of them trying to, season 3, I'll be honest with you, while I liked it, it is trying to appeal to whole different groups of people and stuff, whether it be homosexual, whatever. It's trying to appeal to a bunch of different groups. That's what I
Yeah, but
know.
it didn't make sense though. The way they did it, it's like there's no build up, and then they're just rushing into things.
Yeah, a lot of, and that's what I say, that time skip they did. Everything was just like really rushed and really random, because seasons 1 and 2
Mm,
are still close to each other within a certain time frame. At most, in season 2, when it starts, you get Beast Boy on the team, you get Super Wonder Girl. You get
right.
Wonder Girl tripping. You get Wonder Girl. Just a few new people, not too many, but you still focusing on the story itself and these main characters that we saw.
Hmm.
Connor's still trying to figure out, you know, what his like what he is. Is he Superman's? Uh, is he part of Superman family? Is he Lex's son? Like, what is he?
They finally figured that out what they're going
Right.
to do, and I like the fact that they came to a common ground. Like, you're my brother, and it works for him. It works, and I was like, okay, they're able to interact, but I wanted to see more of the interaction. Unfortunately, I didn't get that because they're so focused on
Yes,
building teams. They're building
Superman
these
and Superboy
teams.
was one of those wasted interactions that they
Hmm.
never touched upon. That was a wasted interaction.
I was like,
Season 3, they tried to focus upon it more, especially when I think it was 4 when Connor died. It was 4 when
I'm
Connor
I'm right there. You just spoiled it for me. So
died.
I'm right in season 4, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. I'm in right after they were supposed to get married or something like that, and he's like heavily injured. So I'm gonna watch it later on tonight.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, okay, then yeah, you're
So
gonna
I'm right there. So
yeah.
so
You're pretty much there. You'll see what I'm talking about.
yeah.
It might come off random to you,
Hmm.
but it's when you're probably gonna feel how I feel about it. Like, it's kind of, y'all had that relationship like that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, and it's a missed opportunity. Like I love the character development that we have with these characters. Like Beast Boy is definitely one of my favorites. Blue Beetle, Flash, Artemis, the original squad itself. But they miss between and Calder. Calder's my favorite out of all of them. Um, who's Aquaman now? The way he became a leader, he didn't
Yep.
want to be leader. Then, but he did it anyway because Robin was too young, and he passed the torch. Then he went to be a double agent, which I thought was pretty cool. The character development, and then became king of Atlantis, which I thought was great. But I still wanted to see more of that as he grew because he was dealing with what was it called? He was splitting his time. He didn't know if he wanted to be on the team most of the time or he wanted to be in Atlantis. But in the end, he made his decision to be the king of Atlantis, I which he honestly deserved. Um, he deserved it. Him being Aquaman. So I thought that was a great. I think he's better than the original Aquaman in my personal opinion from what I've seen. He's a great character. That the development is nice, and he also had that issue with his dad. So coming to a close with season 4, I hope to see more of him and closing out these character arcs. I just hope it's really good in season 4, but we'll see. Right now, season three.
I'll just say this: you're gonna hope for a season 5 because I'm hoping for a season 5. That's all I'll say.
Okay, okay.
The way it ends, you're like, dude, they better do a season 5. I hope they do because you don't end stuff like that and don't follow up. Now,
Mm,
what they do is season 4 at the end. You can be like, yeah, follow up.
okay.
Hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. I seen a creator on Twitter. I follow him.
Mhm.
He been, he's kind of like, he's stuck in that situation where it's kind of up in the air for him. He doesn't know what's going to happen to his stuff. Just like the recent director for Shazam for the guys, like they up in the air with their stuff. They don't know if, the, James Gunn might run with it and allow it to continue over. They don't know at this moment. Hopefully it does get to continue. Hopefully.
Mm. Okay, yeah, I hope it continues, man, because these shows that they made are really good. But I am taking notes for my own show, so I definitely want to be aware of what I'm getting myself into.
Right.
Independent is the way to go as far as getting your story out and telling it the way you want to tell it, and then later you can change it.
So, before we do get into the next topic, last thing I did want to ask you for this, since what if someone is doing trying to release a comic and get it noticed, which is right now the best sites to use to get it noticed, just by anybody. If what's the best site you
So
recommend right
what
now?
I did, I heard about webtoons, so I did some
Yeah,
research on them. Webtoons is a great place. Tapas is another. Instagram, social media in general is a great way to put your story out there. But you have to stay consistent. You have to stay consistent with it. I didn't get like that until a year or so ago, like getting the story out and putting myself on a schedule. And also having your own website helps too.
got it.
Yeah.
Chillmonger has a question for you. He says, "Does that mean you won't listen to an editor?"
Yes, I will. I will because we need editors. It's just if I have an overall concept that I want to get down, help me get the structure down, and then I'll listen to your suggestions on editing which way I should go. Um, let's say I have an idea and it doesn't make sense all the way. I'll talk to my editor like, "Hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Can you help me?"
Cool. Anything else you did want to say on Microwars before we move on to the next topic? You guys,
Uh,
make sure you follow Squeezy on Facebook and Instagram.
Instagram, yeah,
Go
Facebook and Instagram at the moment.
go support him. He got his stories out.
You can check out the website. You can pull it up, MWSstudios .com, so that they
It's
can
right.
see. Yeah, you can click on it so they can see the new stuff that I've been updating to the site.
Give it a second, guys.
Yeah, so I made some new content. It looks pretty good. You can buy it. You can buy the bundles. You can buy them individual. So I just been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. It's been a while.
Everybody watching, I'm putting the website in the chat. Click
Yeah.
on that, take you straight to the website. Go check out my guy Squeezy. But remember, before we move on, I'm gonna bring this back up again during the stream. Follow Squeezy on Facebook,
Please build the
Instagram,
audience. Please, please.
and check
Thank
out
you.
his website. So, next topic before we get right into the trivia, I think you're gonna like this trivia.
All right. All right.
I did 15 questions. 15 questions, multiple choice.
Okay.
Won't be too tough, but we gotta get into this next topic first. So, in the title it says anime in 2023, but it's just a general topic about it. But this is a very specific question, and I already have my answer to it. Was hoping to see your answer. So, and people in the audience, please comment below what you think. What is the most played out genre in anime to you currently? Like a genre that's been done so much that it's like, dang, please stop it or slow down on it. Already got two genres that I think are kind of played out at the moment that have been done way too much.
Battle shonen. I think that's considered a genre, right? Battle shonen. That's one. Another one is
What's up, Zone Nation?
My next one will have to be probably Slice of Life. I think that's the next one. I see a lot of that lately.
I've been seeing that too, but Slice of Life has been bothering me too much. I say for me, well, I'm not sure if this second one is a specific genre, but it's one I notice a lot. But the main one is definitely a genre, isekai. I think
what's isekai again?
Transfer to another world. So basically, Sword Art Online.
Oh, you're right. You never mind. So I take that back. Isekai is number one. Number two is Battle Shonen. But then again, that's kind of like their staple. But I have to go with that one. There's a lot of Battle Shonen anime out there, like nonstop.
Would you say demon slaying based anime is kind of being overdone too? Like, this not say that's a bad genre, but
so demon slaying been around, from my understanding, it's been around for a long time. Yeah, that's been demon slaying. Like it started for me. It started with Inuyasha. That was a demon slaying one. Well, that's demon slaying / romance because I kind of like that too. But
Inuyasha almost an isekai too. It's like it's a isekai type of reverse thing because usually it's a guy, he gets transported somewhere, but in this case it was Kagome.
Kagome did it. Well, they both did it. Inuyasha went to her world and vice versa. But isekai is one. Like I see a lot of people get transported to a different world. That's consistent. I need something a little bit more. And for me, Battle Shonen is another one. Like again, even though I know that's their staple and that's how they get the story going, I do see a lot of those.
I think with the genre for me, where it gets it got so played out to the point that and I've been watching a lot of them recently, trying to find one that's like specifically fits what I want. The most recent isekai I watched that I really did like was Tenchi Miyo Born Gemini. Thought the animation was like, big budget, top notch, done by a solid studio. And then I just see all these other isekai coming out, and they have like the same low budget animation. They're using a bunch of CGI in places and stuff, just because they want to spend less money. But the animation is looking so basic now. For most of these isekais, like it's as if they're in a factory pumping these out. And I've been noticing that a lot. It's not a bad genre, but it's just been diluted at this point. They're putting out so much of it.
I want to say another one would be romance, but romance is a good one. But the thing is, I want more romance though. That's the crazy part. I just started watching the romance animes, like Eureka 7. I think I said it right. Eureka 7.
Eureka.
That's a
Yeah, I'm still I'm on actually episode 2 of that. I'm
that's a good overall story with the romance. I like how they set it up, the build up of it. But what I don't like about it sometimes is the whole call girl, uh, I forgot the what should I call it? Call girl, call boy situation when they're constantly calling out the name over and over again. It's
yeah.
kind of annoying. I call it the Gomez syndrome because that's all she does.
All out
But
there.
that gets annoying at times. But the overall story is great. Like I heard you the first time. Why you keep calling my name? So, so other than that, I'd say romance, battle shonen, and isekai are the top three that are being overdone. But I kind of want to see more of the romance though, to a certain extent.
Yeah, for me recently, I think the romance stuff. And, this is typical anime. Not saying this needs to change, but most of romance in anime is like favored towards. It's not really well balanced like a traditional. It's basically just it's appealing to the male fantasy. All these
Okay.
girls all up on this dude harems and stuff,
Mm,
or just this dude down on his luck, and all these girls just randomly like him out of nowhere,
yeah,
or just a girl that's like one girl that specifically randomly likes him for no reason, and she has no real like reason in her heart to really be attracted to this dude. It's either for some weird favor in school. It's
yeah. I
not like a
saw one.
legitimate loving connection and stuff.
It's no
It's
build up. That's the issue.
right.
So I saw one recently and I thought it was pretty funny. It was actually a good story involved. I think it's called Seki Ray Plan or something like that. And this kid, basically, he some chick falls out of the sky. They fall in love immediately, and when they kiss, she gets powers, and then he meets more random, but they have no
Oh,
connection.
Sekirei?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I
It's a great storyline, but the guy himself is a straight loser. Like you're not giving me anything why these women are attracted to you.
you're right.
Another one is Rosary and the Vampire. I think I said it right. Same
Oh,
thing.
they
It's the
I
same
like that show. I wish it
situation.
got another you know, I just wish that show got another season.
Yeah, I need a third
Because,
season.
I think they wasted the that little arc with White Mocha. Them episodes, I
Yeah.
kind of wanted her to stick around longer to see how her dynamic was going to be with Skune and the other girls and stuff.
Yeah, and it's
I
and
like
then
pink hair Mocha, but when I got you introduced me to white one, I'm like, dang, she's so much better than the pink hair one.
right, and then they introduced the fact that Skune has powers now. Like he did get powers at the end of this.
Right.
So what are you gonna do with it?
And
Nothing.
actually, compared to the manga, the powers he gets, the vampire powers, is an upgrade because in the manga, they make him an actual ghoul, so he's
Yeah.
almost like he turns to just a zombie type of thing. He doesn't really get any of these fancy powers he got in season 2. Like
Okay.
actually becoming a real vampire, he turned into a ghoul, which is like
A slave.
basically a slave. He was just a slave. He was nothing more than that.
Mm. So the anime is actually doing justice.
Yep.
Okay, so that's interesting. I hope I get another season for that. Maybe. I hope.
Well, one genre, it's not. This isn't a played out genre in my opinion, but one that I think doesn't have too many good shows in it, but it does have some good ones. Since we on it, the vampire genre.
You know what? The one I was watching called The Vampire Bund, that was getting a
That
little
was a really good one.
that was good. And it's like they cut it short. And I'm like, why? That was a good one, but then I started seeing other ones. I watched Castlevania.
Did you
Um
see Seraph of the End?
no, I did not. I did not.
You should
Oh,
check out Seraph. It's on Hulu. I mean, it's on any anime site, but Seraph of the End, I really recommend that. That's a
oh.
really solid
And
one.
then another one was Black Butler. I'm not sure if he's a vampire or not. I'm not really sure. Um but that's getting kind of old, like this overall entity, and you're basically enslaving your owner
You're
and
right.
becoming overpowered. That's getting old, real old. Like if you're so overpowerful, why do you need this human? as Terrence would say, human for this job. But
Right.
it is what it is. It's getting kind of old when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just like like I say, it's so many tropes that get played out. And mind you, in almost everything, even Hollywood and stuff, like action movies, we get an action movie every single year, right? But
Right?
there's only a few that really stand out that have a story and characters that's compelling. Like for example, John Wick.
Yeah.
John Wick is like an action movie, just like every other action movie comes out every single year, but it stands out so much with a great lead, a good cast, a very different style to it, amazing choreography that sets it apart from other Hollywood productions that nobody else is doing.
Hmm.
So with like I said, Isekai, you know, one thing that definitely need more care to it is the animation because I think they're getting away with pumping out so many because the animation style they're doing, which is a very simple style,
Mm-hmm.
everybody's doing it. You can pump out so many because like, we can do these simple little drawings. It's not don't gotta put too much detail into it. And
Okay.
then you like they're almost like they're recycling the same villains. I
Yeah.
mean, most of the time it ends up being them getting transported to another world to fight some demon lord.
Yeah.
Right, and that's easy to recycle. The slightly change that design, make it a skeleton dude. Like most all these demon slayers now, some demon lords now skeleton dudes and stuff.
Mm.
Like they're getting that lazy. They're like going back to skeleton villains.
Yeah, they're definitely getting lazy. Like, what's wrong with building a good character? I think villains are the best characters to have anyway. If you can make a good villain and have a upcoming hero or anti-hero, whatever you want to call it, try to overcome that, I think that'll be great. But they're not taking the time to build these characters up at all.
I'm not sure if you noticed it. I mean, this has been a recent thing with me, and it's not just East Guy, but in general. But have you found yourself like finding it hard to remember a lot of these anime characters' names, like the cast from these
Yeah,
shows?
yeah, actually, I am.
Because I mind you, I watch a lot. I used to watch a lot. I still do, but I didn't used to have this problem. Like I can remember most of the cast members of like these anime shows, but now the most recent ones I'm watching, I can only remember just the main character at this point. And it's even hard to remember the main character a lot of times. But the rest of the cast, they're just kind of like a blank in my
Hmm.
head.
Yeah, character names are hard to remember. The characters themselves are not memorable. They're either a Mary Sue or a Gary Stu, and then they don't have any character to go from there.
Right.
Outside, they're being overpowered, and that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, and that's engagement because that overpower trope. If they gonna do that, they need to they need to refresh that. But because when they do it, they they make I watched this recent anime and it's called Wise Man's Grandchild. It's an isekai, right? I like it.
Mhm.
I like it. But the main character, so he used to live in our world. He was a he worked at some gaming company. He was some editing games and stuff, and he got transported to another world after he died, reborn to a different body, and
Mhm.
he's probably the most OP person on the planet in this new world. He's probably one of the only two that's OP as they are on the planet. So he's a teenager. He just started school. They're building him up, and in like episode 5, he already marrying this girl he met in episode 1.
Mm.
And then it's like, dang, you just rush past all this stuff.
Like, yeah, there's
It's
like no
just
build up whatsoever. Like, I get more build up out of other animes than it is in isekais. Um, what's another one? Adventure stories are great. I got to give credit to freaking One Piece, man. They paid the way, even though I stopped at 600 and something in the 600s. Um, it's the fact that it can keep going
yeah.
and tell the story. But I admit it is too long for me. But it's still an overall great story, the adventure, and I'll tell anybody to go watch it. Now I just casually watch it so I can just finish up. Um, Another great one is Full Metal Alchemist. How they it's pretty decent length, but it's still a beginning, middle, and end, and they get to show the growth of these characters. You got Al, you got Alphonse, and all these other characters that's involved, and you get to grow with them over time. These animators or creators are not doing that with these other characters. They just cookie cutter them
Yep.
from villains all the way down to the main character, and that's not fair to your audience.
And honestly, I for the because as much I want the anime genre to keep growing as it should be,
Mm-hmm.
right now they're not going to get that appeal in the Western side if they don't build up these stories that people can get attached to, like we get attached to Breaking Bad, Walking Dead. Some
Mm-hmm.
of these shows have not ended well, but there's still that attachment. Like people still love talking about Rick Grimes and Carl years later.
Mm-hmm.
But who's going to talk about this random character from your anime if you don't put any effort into it? You don't guarantee it a season two, and you just pumping out so many, that quantity over quality is what Netflix is stuck doing, but they're trying to downsize that because they realize we're losing money from pumping out so much content and not really keeping it focused.
Yeah, like that's why I said short stories in the beginning. Short stories are probably better
Mhm.
because you get their full attention, and then you can grow with them over time.
Yeah.
And it's like it's difficult. Another thing that they lose us with is what they're introducing too many characters. Just give us a set and just focus everything around the set. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender, we had the squad, and
Yep.
they built up every character there. People are not doing that no more.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you remember it, but Matt Reeves said this when he was working on the Batman. He said when he was working on the Batman, he had to make the film as if this was like his one shot.
Okay.
And when these animes, especially for these most recent ones that they just pump out so many, your season one has to feel as if this is the end and this is it. But you're gonna put all your heart and effort into it and deliver a great season, because if that season is solid, people see it like, yo, give us a season two.
Right.
If you put out, like you said, a cookie cutter season one, ain't nobody finna return for that season two. You just put out, it's like you didn't even care about season one. Why should I care about season two?
Right. And then on
Because
top of that, people are binge watching everything.
yeah, yeah, that's thing too. And for me personally, since I'm trying to be more careful with my wallet, especially how I'm spending with the streaming and movies and stuff.
Mm.
Most shows I've been trying to wait until all the episodes come out, like Lord of the Rings. But I gave up on that at episode 4. I couldn't finish it. I got bored. No, episode 3. Episode 3, I stopped at Lord of the Rings show. I got bored.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided, okay, I'm gonna wait until the end, let all the episodes come out. But I never finished it. I never decided to finish it because I was so completely bored at episode 2. I'm like, well, I can binge this, but can I really sit through more episodes? Because I was just bored at episode 2 or 3.
Mm.
Can I really finish any more episodes of this, even if all the episodes are out? So I just decided to give up and kept it pushing.
All right.
But shows like House of the Dragon that came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was willing to wait week to week like that. I didn't wait until the end and just wait for all the episodes to come out. I was watching that week to week to week to
Right.
week, and I was so engaged in it. I enjoyed it. Ready for season 2. But that's kind of what you want to get people. That's what I hope we get back to. Like, theaters are back. We know theaters is back. We thought in 2020 streaming was going to take over. Well, that was a lie. Streaming did not take over at all. It was just it was just a band-aid on a
Right.
wound. That was it. It's just a band-aid on a wound, nothing more.
Mm-hmm.
But the theaters have healed that wound. And now with these shows in general, even animes, they need to get back to making you want to watch week to week.
Mm-hmm.
That's how with Chainsaw Man, I wish I was watching that week to week, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I stopped at episode 2 and I wasn't really feeling it because I was like, man, this ain't getting this is it's not kicking in high gear for me. When I
Yeah.
got to 3, I was like, yeah, I'm in. It got me. Episode 3 of Chainsaw Man got me. And then I finished it all up,
Okay.
all in one sitting. But I wish I was watching it week to week because me me myself, I did not find that investment in episode 1 yet. It wasn't a bad episode 1, but I was not invested enough to wait week to week and finish it up.
Um. Yeah. I could say the same thing. They did bring it back with The Last of Us. The Last of Us was a good show, and they got people in week to week on that one. Um. They stayed true to the characters, regardless of how they look, but their personalities were solid. And I'm very impressed on what they did with this show, and I'm looking forward to the next season.
Hopefully they don't jump to the second game too quick.
Oh, I'm playing that now. Actually, I'm playing that now. Now,
I'm not trying to see our boy Joel get got too early.
man, I'm mad because I got to that point and I was hot. I threw my controller and everything. I was like, nah,
I don't blame you.
you gonna kill the homie? Like he gave the girl a life, a second chance at life, and you just gonna do this to me? I was in my feelings.
I don't blame you. I was too. It's like, dang, you just really got me invested because I thought, it was gonna be like Kratos and God of War. Once you start playing as him in the first game, it's like, dang, you want him for more. Then you play as Kratos in his third game, you want more. Now he's in fourth game, you want more. Like, you just got me invested into a character. Now every character don't got to go in the same route, but
Right.
that was just dirty. I was
My
like,
my theories were so off when I was theorizing. Like I purposely avoided that game everything for a reason. And then when I finally got into it, I felt so defeated at what I saw. And I was like, I was hoping Ellie and Joe were gonna, repatch the relationship and everything like that. Have that father daughter bond. Something happens to Joel, he may get infected, and to tug on my heartstrings a little bit. Ellie's forced to take him out, unfortunately. But nah, I didn't get that. I got some newbie that come out of nowhere and taking him out. So I felt bad. I felt bad.
let him get got with that golf club.
Man,
RP our boy Joe.
the golf club. I like that's a terrible way. After all he did, y'all gonna end his life like this?
They have because the same person who is working on the game is overseeing the show.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he sees that as an opportunity to make changes to
Mm-hmm.
that and build it up better. Because it's a TV show, it's a little bit more. There's a pacing to it to where it feels long enough for you to accept this character for however long you get him with.
Yeah.
With the game, you do that big time jump where you jump to them being older now, and it's a totally separate thing, and it's like literally we just got Joel from one game. Like I'm looking at it from a gangster perspective. We got him just for one game. The next game you kill him off. Dang, I was
Yeah.
hoping to see him for more, but whatever, I guess.
Yeah. I was hoping, he'll make it longer than what they did, at least to the end of the second game. But y'all did it so early, I felt some kind of way. Like I expect the way his life was set up in the game, I expected Joel to die at some point, but not that early. Not that early. I felt like that was distasteful. Um, that he barely had any screen time with Ellie after the first game. So
That's why what I think they should do, hopefully do this for season 2. They just keep spacing it out more up until they get to the point when Ellie gets older, because I think you still need to do some development for that. Next season, you can't just do this big time jump and she's like, oh, she's like this badass, killer and stuff. You got to build that up, show that there's a big gap in time where she started from here and now she's here. So I think maybe like season 3 or 4, you start to introduce Joel, and you start to introduce Ellie, Abby, and all these other different characters.
mm,
Like season 4, because they going to stretch it, they going to drag it. It's HBO. Who knows? They HBO is going to find a way to drag it. But as long as the writing is good and you give us a reasonable time with Joel, I think that's fine. Because in Last of Us 1 and 2, we never seen the in between
Yeah.
of that leads up to the
This is
second
the
movie.
opportunity to do it with the show.
Right.
I'm glad they didn't do a movie. The show is a much better concept because you took the game and expanded on it, and so far, what I've seen is exactly like the first game. And
Yeah, it's and this was. I wish HBO did the Halo game, but Paramount had to do it and mess it up.
I appreciate that build up and with these characters. Like I said, the only nitpick that I have is that they don't necessarily look like specifically Ellie. Ellie doesn't look like Ellie, but she acts like Ellie.
Oh,
Like
she's like
she
spot on with that.
yeah,
She's spot
she is Ellie, and it's like I gotta give her credit on that. You don't look like her, but you damn sure act like her. And I'm like, you know what? I'm impressed.
Did you see the episode where they show Ellie's mom
uh, was that her mom? That's her. That was her mom.
with the pregnant woman? It was in episode 8.
I gotta go back because I gotta go back and watch that. I didn't pay attention to that. I didn't know that was her mom.
Well, in that episode, well, the actor who plays her, that's the girl who voiced Ellie in the game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So yeah, that because when I
Ah,
heard her voice, I was like, she sound like Ellie. Hold up, I was like,
wa-
that's Ellie, bro. I was like, oh.
wow, that's cool. That's a cool little Easter egg. And I noticed on here on HBO Max they have the behind the scenes stuff, so I'm gonna have to check that out too.
Yeah, that show was done so far, done very well, and hopefully, in general, people just decide to go to HBO to do video game adaptations because might as well. Like Paramount tried with Halo. Halo, that bothered me so much. I can't believe they messed it up like that. And
Mm,
it was done by the same exact people who did the Sonic movie. And it's like how do you improve with Sonic, but you mess up with Halo, and it's like the same exact company. That blew my mind.
mm. I,
But
I
except
think
for the Halo show, they literally hired people that didn't even play the games. So it makes sense why it got messed up so bad.
okay, that makes sense. So you have to be in somewhat invested. Tell somebody to read the source material, do something, play the game, and try to get. It don't have to be exactly what we have, but at least read something or have some type of source material you can go off of before you start creating stuff or reimaginations or whatever you want to call it.
All right, Squeezy. Any last thing you did want to say regarding this anime topic before we get into the trivia?
Nah, we can go to the trivia.
Right before we get into the trivia, guys, last minute promotions until we get there. Go check out the Microwars website. Go check out Microwars on Facebook and check out the Microwars Instagram page. Go follow Squeezy. Show this man some love. Check him out.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
So for the trivia, Squeezy, this is general for everybody. This is the about fourth trivia I've created so far for my guests on this particular show.
Congratulations.
You get one bailout from the audience. So if you need somebody's assistance, you can get a bailout from the audience. And if nobody wants to bail you out, you got to answer it the best way you can. It's multiple
Ooh.
choice, so it
How
may.
many people we got in the chat, yo? Chat.
I think you're gonna get these though. These aren't too hard. Some of these was kind of tough because I was trying to, because some of these questions I was trying to do add destruction around stuff I did know too, and I didn't want to make them about stuff that I wasn't really sure about because I didn't. For example, I wanted a lot of them to be more about fighting games, but a lot of the fighting games I haven't really played.
Okay.
So there's some stuff about fighting games in here, but it's not going to be as many as I wanted it to be.
Okay. Okay. Deal. I can work with that.
Cool. Ready to go?
Yep. I'm ready.
All right. Shouts out Chillmonger. Chillmonger said he's ready to go. Let's get it, you
I'm
guys.
ready.
Trivia for Squeezy. Hold up. Can't show you the questions yet.
Get my SpongeBob on.
All right. Trivia for Squeezy by the dot. Let's go, guys. First question. What was the name of Dragon Ball Episode 1? So not Z, but first episode when Goku, finally met Bulma.
What's his name? He finally met Bulma. I have to say 3.
You sure you want to go with 3? Final answer?
What's the name? Number 1. I go with 1.
All right. Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. And the answer to question 1 is Bulma and Son Goku.
I got it right. All right, cool.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I had some good little other answers here to throw you off. That was like kind of like these could be the case.
The third one and the first one caught my attention. I'm like, wait a minute, this is the first one. But then I thought about it.
Bulma is because Goku, they didn't refer to Goku as a Saiyan until
so that's what made me change my mind. It was the first one.
Enter Son Goku. I wasn't looking. Number 2. Next question, guys. What year did Tekken 1 release in America? America specifically.
America.
So this was the American date.
Number 2, March 31st, 1995.
Final answer?
My wife gonna kill me if I don't get this right. Like the franchise, like Tekken 1.
Yeah, Tekken 1. Very first Tekken game.
Ooh.
And it's just for the North America release.
Tekken 1. Tekken 1 was released in 1994. Tekken 1. I'm gonna go with September 1st. I mean September 21st. Because it was released in 1994. Tekken 1. I just don't know the actual date. September 21st.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. And the answer is November 8th. You're not wrong because it did release September. It did release in Japan the year before. And then
that was the Japan release. I was like, I knew I had it. I was like, wait, it was made in 1994. Okay, never mind.
All right, you guys. Next question. Who came to help Naruto fight Pain?
Hinata.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Dang. Well, you're correct. I forgot to put up the card, but you're correct.
We know Sakura didn't help.
She was over there doing nothing.
Oh man, I'm so confident too about that second one. Damn.
Next question, guys.
Ew.
What episode did Kazuma and Ryuho lose their memories in Escryed?
Bet.
So it's okay. So this is in the episode before that they fought, right?
Yeah, and they had the eruption that caused a big clash.
Right. So the episode that officially confirms the memory loss is the episode I'm talking about.
So if that episode was 16, when they fought, they fought in episode 16. Episode 13, 14, 17, 18. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna be mad. But I'm going to say where they fought a number of times actually. About 7 times to be exact. I'm gonna say 17. Episode 17.
Final answer.
Yes. Yes, 17.
All right. The correct answer is episode 14.
Ah,
13 was when they fought and they split they messed up the island, and then 14 is when they confirmed the memory loss. Technically 13 is when they do lose their memories, but 14 they confirm it, so we don't really know until the episode after.
now you're gonna make me rewatch that show.
Oh, I finished it real quick. That fight with Cosmo and Rio there when they punch each other ribs and stuff, and
Told you.
they throw that fight was insane. I was like,
Would you
bruh.
think? I keep telling people that's where Naruto got his fight from. When Naruto and Sasuke did it, they got it from there.
I can see the inspiration. That fight was
Brutal, straight brutal. Like they went all out. They did all their forms and everything like that, and then at the end, they just had nothing left. They were just we're savages at this point. Let's just go.
great finale, honestly. Which Mortal Kombat game is Freddy Krueger in?
Mortal Kombat 9.
Final answer.
Yes.
Cool. And you are correct. The answer is Mortal Kombat 9. Question 5.
All right.
What other characters can you unlock in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monk story mode? Not the battle mode, but the story mode. So you get to play as Liu Kang and Kano, and not Kano, Liu Kang and Kung Lao as the main characters, but you get to unlock 2 extra characters to play as in the story mode.
Oh, Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Final answer.
Yeah.
All right. Correct answer is Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
I only know that because I recently played it.
I did play it as them. Yeah. I wish when they did that, the story mode actually structured around them. They're really just reskins of Liu Kang and Kung Lao. You get their abilities like Scorpion and his Sub-Zero's ice abilities, but I thought it was actually gonna be them like playing through a version of story mode with them specifically with their own dialogue, all that, but it wasn't that. It honestly felt like an arcade mode of the story mode for Kung Lao and
Liu Kang. Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah.
Next question, guys. What is the main actor name in Biker Boys? So, dude on the left right here next to Diddy, that's the main actor.
Oh.
His actor name, not his movie name, but the actor name.
I know this guy. Derek Luke. That's his name.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct answer is Derek Luke. Got that right. This guy's actually an underrated actor. Last time I saw him, well, he's been in recent stuff, but he was really good in Antoine Fisher.
Yeah.
I say that's one of his most underrated roles is Antoine Fisher.
And I like Biker Boys too. I like that song that plays as well. That was a good overall story.
I wish that director who did Biker Boys got more work. He didn't do much work after Biker Boys.
Okay, so I got a damn. So fun fact about me and Soul Cal. So I've only played Soul Calibur 2 and the one that just came out.
2 is one with Spawn, right?
Spawn and Link in it, from my understanding.
Oh.
And then 6, I think that's the one I'm playing now. 6. So I don't know a whole lot about the Soul Calibur history, but I'm gonna take a crack at it. So Soul Calibur game did Dark Vader and Yoda appeared in? Um, you can fight with them both in the game.
Yeah. You fight with. So if this makes it easier, you fight with Darth Vader, Yoda, and the Apprentice. Remember the main character from Star Wars Force Unleashed?
Yeah.
You get to play as him in this game too. So you get to play as all three of them. If that helps you narrow it down better, which one it might be.
Okay. You sure these is not like creatable characters, yo? Like you can like make your own.
Nah, they're main character game. I mean, they're like official characters in the game.
Man, my homie told me about this not too long ago. Uh,
There was good DLC characters. There was actually Yoda was going crazy in that Soul Calibur.
I'm gonna go with Soul Calibur 4.
Final answer.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and the correct answer is Soul Calibur 4.
Hey, I haven't even played that, so that's pretty solid.
Well, I'm glad you picked 4 because 5 was the most recent one that they came out with. They
Yeah, I
haven't
only
they haven't
played.
went past 5 yet.
Oh, so that's the one I'm playing. I thought that was 6. Okay, hold on. So it's 5. Okay.
It's the one with Geralt, the guy from The Witcher, right? Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, Witcher's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on 5.
Okay, 5. Okay. So 5 and 2 are the only ones that I played.
All right, guys. Next question. What rapper did the intro song California for Biker Boys? You got Kanye, Nas, Rakim, Mos Def.
Most Def.
Final answer?
Yeah,
Final answer is Mos Def.
because I like that intro. I see what you're doing now. I'm trying to kick on.
They had to cater them to what you knew, but also kind of throw in some that you may not know, but you kind of do know.
Okay.
But I knew you was gonna get those. Question 9. What year did Bride of Chucky release?
Oh damn, I haven't seen that in forever. Uh, two. Shit, that was early in the game. 2001. I'm gonna just say 2001.
Final answer?
Yeah.
And the correct answer is 1998.
Uh.
I'll be honest, I really thought this movie came out in 2005.
Mm.
It doesn't even look like
Because
an
I was looking at its original run, like the first 3 Child Plays movies. Those like in the 90s, and
yeah,
then
90s,
after that,
80s into the 90s. But Bride
yeah,
of Chucky doesn't even look like it would come out. It can look like a 90s movie, but it does look like an early 2000s movie too.
yeah. That's why I like that.
Because
That
I
was
thought it was
2001.
2005 when it dropped.
Mm. And that was a good one. That was a damn good one. 1998. All right.
Next question, guys. Who did Naruto perfect the Rasengan on? So when he finally like perfected it, who did he use it on?
Perfected? That's a good question.
When he finally got it right.
You mean when he actually did it?
Yeah.
Because he didn't perfect it till like much
Yeah, it wasn't like
later.
later down the line, but like when he actually did it and it made contact and it worked.
Kabuto.
Final answer.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is Kabuto.
Yeah. Correct. That was a trick question.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, because I'm glad you broke it down like that because he didn't perfect until like later after that.
Way later.
Which fight did Goku show as Super Saiyan 2 for the first time in DBZ? So not when Gohan did it, but when he finally went Super Saiyan 2 for us on screen for the first time.
Super Saiyan 2?
Yep. When did Goku show us his Super Saiyan 2 form for the first time in Dragon Ball Z?
Uh, Goku versus Majin Vegeta.
Final answer.
Yes.
All right. Correct answer is Goku versus Majin Vegeta.
Yep.
I was hoping he was gonna get that. I mean, I think this is the only time we've seen him go Super Saiyan 2. And
Yeah.
that in Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 3, or Blue, and that's about it.
Because now that I mention it, he did. Yeah. What did it?
What year did the Mortal Kombat movie release? The first one. The very first one.
The only one that matters.
Correct.
Ooh. Hmm. He got my favorite. The one when Johnny Cage. 95.
Final answer.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is 95.
Yep. Cause that scene between Johnny and Scorpion was badass.
The action was good. The only thing this movie lacks is just the fatalities, and that's about it. But other than that, solid Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
And then what's that movie? Then what after this? Not Armageddon.
Armageddon was terrible.
It was called Armageddon, right?
Yeah,
I forgot.
Armageddon.
That was that Shao Kahn was disgusting.
Puny. He was puny. He was definitely puny. They should have
You
had Brock Lesnar as freaking.
or
He should have
I think that was one time I was like, you need to get a wrestling actor. This ain't gonna
right. He should have been freaking Shao Kahn. His big back. Which season did Power Rangers Forever Red special take place? Oh,
So yeah, which season did this special take place in? To help you better narrow it down, the ranger who was in front of them in the lineup when they're doing a pose and after they transform is the ranger that leads the season.
and I can't see them all. Damn, I don't know
Well,
because the
not
words
this
in the
picture.
way.
This is like a behind the scenes picture, but when they're actually in the episode and they're getting ready to fight, when they do their little pose for they running out into battle, the one ranger in the middle of the mall is the one that there's that season pertains to. Yeah, the lead ranger of this specific season pretty much leads them out in the battle.
I'm gonna have to say space.
A final answer.
Yes.
All right. And the correct answer is Wild Force.
Ah, the nigga Cole.
Man, free that dude Cole. Why do you have to do that with the sword?
Oh man.
Free that man
I
Cole.
only thought space. Damn. I only thought space because they went on the other planet and did it. Okay, never mind.
They did use Andro's ship though.
Yeah, and that's what made me think of space. And I was like, who would have thought it was the Jungle Rangers, man? Damn. It's been a minute.
Next question. How old is Yusuke at the start of Yu Yu Hakusho? So, base for first episode.
Uh,
He wasn't the age I thought he would be. I'll just say that much. He don't look his age.
mm-hmm. He really don't look his age. Spirit gun, Hiei, and Hiei is older than him. Mm-mm. So he's probably like 14. He looks 16.
Was good night.
I'm gonna say 14.
Final answer.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is 14.
He looks 16.
Yeah, that's why when I checked it, I was like, I thought he was 16 or at least
But
maybe.
I had to I forget because they like to age their characters up a certain way. And I was like, you know what? It's anime. So he's either younger or older. And most of the time he's younger.
But even that's the crazy thing is Krillin in Dragon Ball was 14.
Hmm.
And you know how different they drew him, how short they made him. You compare him
Yeah.
to DK, it's like night and day. It's like wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Last question of the trivia. This shouldn't be hard,
All right.
but let's see what I got for you. How did Yusuke die in Yu Yu Hakusho? Original episode 1.
You got hit by a car.
Final answer.
Yeah.
And the correct answer is hit by a car.
You got hit by a car.
I had to give you, throw a little easy one there at the end just for you.
For some odd reason, I thought it was a truck. I don't know why.
Because he mainly died due to that kid that was had that ball.
Hmm. That was fun. That was fun. I didn't miss too many. That was fun.
Yeah, you only got like 2 wrong.
Oh, that's not bad. I'm solid.
Well, Squeezy, you pretty much passed the trivia, did your thing. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
thanks coming on, talk Microwars. And let's just do one last promotion of Microwars. Let the audience know that, they need to come
Appreciate it.
check you out.
Definitely
Guys,
Facebook, Instagram. More so Facebook, so I'm trying to build the audience on there pretty strongly. Join there, and then there are also free promotions. If you join, you get a discount on getting the book. So definitely uh, join. Build that Facebook page up.
join the Facebook page, guys. Hold up.
Instagram, Facebook. Uh, what else did I got? I think I got a YouTube. Yeah, I have a YouTube, but it has nothing on it. But that'll help too if you guys could like build it up. But more content is coming soon. 3 issues to be exact. So be on the lookout for that. Buy the original set coming up. That'll help out.
Check out the Facebook here, guys, and then check out the website. All 3 links are in the chat below. Save those links, share them out to y'all friends, let them know about it. And last thing I did want to let everybody know. So this is something I officially am going to get back into. So the anime fights are officially coming back.
Ooh.
I released them on Spotify,
Uh-huh.
taking down some of them on here, putting the current ones on Spotify, and new ones are going to go to Spotify and be on YouTube. I'm going to get some new people on here. For Squeezy is definitely going to, if we can get it together, we do the newest episode. We battle out, do the newest episode together.
I gotta look at those. How many have I participated in?
1, 2, 3, 4 episodes.
4 episodes. How many did I win?
I think you won 3.
I won 3.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go through them again so I can confirm the winners and stuff. But I only released the first 3 episodes so far on Spotify. Let me show everybody where they can see it at. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get the link up for you so you can find it.
Oh, my bad, big bro. I spoiled it for you. My bad. He said he just started watching it.
Which one?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, well, I mean, it's just the first episode. It's not. I mean, it's spoiled too much. I'm still on the tournament arc.
Yeah.
They start the first tournament, so I'm still pretty early in for Yu Yu Hakusho.
Mm.
So yeah, guys, right here we got Only the Strong anime battles. They're going to be continuing over here on Spotify. The episodes will still release on YouTube, but they're going to
Oh,
continue over
that's
here on
right. I
Spotify.
remember that Ichigo and Goku fight. I messed you up with that.
That spirit
I ain't gonna
weapon
lie.
and shit.
I pulled that one out of my ass on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
If you guys want to catch up, they're going to be there. New episodes are going to be coming. Since currently I am demonetized at the moment, I will be reapplying next month. If you guys want to donate and everything and support, just come support on Spotify and also donate if you can until I can reapply next month for monetization. But we are currently demonetized at the moment. We'll be back next month fully monetized, hopefully.
I was actually got a request. Maybe you can help me with this. Would you mind doing reactions of Microwars? Like if I sent you, I'm getting ready to update the Webtoons page. Would you mind like reacting to the videos, like reading it online and stuff like that to build an audience?
That works for me.
All right. So once I update everything and let you know, I think that'd be some good content for your channel and also helps me out as well.
We can make that happen.
Yeah. So get in contact with my Webtoons fans and also people can buy the actual book. So I think that'd be cool too.
But you guys, Anime Fights officially back.
Yeah.
Squeezy's,
Definitely got to get back on there.
Squeezy's currently looking for new artists and stuff, and he's gonna be back on Microwars very, very, very soon. Go support his books. Please check him out. I read the first 3 issues, and I know you guys are gonna like them. Please support. We all gotta. If no one else is going to support, then we gotta stick together and support each other.
Definitely. It's more stuff coming soon. Trading card game is in the works, by the way. So that's coming soon. So I'll be back to talk to you about that as well once I get everything set in stone.
Oh well, quick question for Andy, because this is a important question about it. Is the trading card game is it going to be like updated over time, or will it like all the cards you would get will be already be set, or are they going to be like more kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh? They add new.
They're gonna be set, but I'm gonna do like character based. So I'll probably do two characters just to get the ball rolling. 2 ready player decks, and then I'll release like 2 more after that.
Okay.
Yeah. So ready to play.
Just so you can avoid spoilers and stuff, because you don't want to get, because there'll be some cases where shows released in the card game and the shows and the content is releasing stuff, and then they release a card too early and they spoil a character.
Yes, I don't want to spoil it. So what I will do is do 2 2 ready to player decks to play with, and then you get to see what characters are, and then I'll release characters later on down the line. But for the most part, they're ready to play. I'm not doing anything extra. It's just something to follow along with the story with, or just engage and have fun. So
cool.
Yep.
Hey guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you, Squeezy, for coming on.
No problem. Anytime.
Next episode, don't know who I'm going to get, but I will get somebody for the next episode. Be on lookout. Goes for that peace, love, positivity, all that jazz. Don't do drugs. And like I always say, guys, deuces.
Deuces.
What did you do?